Hey, what's up all? It's Jono here and welcome back to Pokémon Black. And we're still here in Undella Town. Just chilling out a little bit on the beach after a rather... well, how can I put it? A rather exciting time towards the end of the last session where I ended up challenging the one and only Cynthia to a Pokemon battle. And yeah, I had quite the disadvantage when it came to Pokemon levels, and yet somehow I still defeated her and won the battle, which I thought was pretty cool. So, having beaten Cynthia, maybe I'm thinking, you know what, maybe my Pokemon are going to be strong enough to potentially have a rematch against the Elite Four. But you know what, I think I still want to do a little bit more training anyway. You know, just to be on the safe side. Anyway, that's not what we're going to worry about right now today. Instead, there's a few things that I still want to do. I want to head back out into Undella Bay and maybe just do one more dive and checking out one other bit of the ruins. But I think that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to spend forever having a look around. There might be some interesting items to be found, but unless there's something absolutely special or necessary to be found there, I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time just diving around just to see what I can find. So I'll do one more dive before heading off. So what we're going to do is, yep, after we've done that, we'll do Route 14. Maybe Abundant Shrine if that's on the way. And then we've got Black City, Route 15, and Marvelous Bridge, and that will complete our little loop around here exploring this bit of the Unova region. And then once that's done, I'm probably going to think about doing a few things, like, actually, if I have time, I might head back to Pinwheel Forest just to see whether Virizion can be found there. I think it can be found there, but I'm not 100% sure. I might have time to do that in this session, I might not, we will see. But once all that's done, I think the only other thing I can think of, apart from obviously heading back to the Pokemon League, is to try and track down the 7 Sages, or the remaining of the 7 Sages that's been that are dotted around the Unova region. And I'll get this out of the way now. I've actually got a little notepad on my computer with a list of the locations, because honestly, I could be bothered going around absolutely everywhere in Unova and just checking out every nook and cranny just to try and find, like, a small number of people, because that's just going to take far too much time. So I've already got a list, and I'm going to be relying on that in the future, but that's probably not going to happen until probably the next session or something. So yeah, before we head on towards Black City, let's go and where is my... actually, I've only got 6 left. It's probably worth buying a few things, actually, just restocking some items. So I'm just going to quickly do that now. And then we'll head on out. Okay, restocked on some items as well. Sold a few other little bits and pieces as well. Just stuff like a nugget, stardust, and just other things that I just need to sell. Although, unfortunately, I did actually reorder my items, so I'm probably just going to have to try and find my Max Repel and see if I can move it back up. There we go. I want that as close to the top as possible. Of course, it takes forever to scroll. There we go. Let me just do it that way. There we go. Max Repel sorted. And I still have Pampor with me, which is fine. And let's just head back to a dive spot. Yeah, because I checked out one, but I ended up floating back to the surface because I forgot to press, I think, up on the D-pad, and I ended up rising back to the surface, and then I went to another dive spot. So I think this is the one I did attempt, well, I first dived into, but didn't press the up button. There we go. Let's see what's in this one. I'm going to assume that there is potentially some great treasure to be found, if we know the actual path. But unless there's absolutely something specific, then... unless there's something absolutely specific, I don't know if I'm gonna spend a huge amount of time just going around here. But you know what? We'll pick up some treasure along the way. A bunch of plates. And some, like, relic pieces. Also, my repel wore off, but I don't think any wild Pokeballs spawn around here. Oh, hey. Something else. An iron plate. Okay, we're definitely getting a lot of these plates. Let's go this way. Also, I'm going to assume I have some kind of, like, equipment that... ooh, a relic vase. I'm guessing I must have some kind of equipment that's allowing me to breathe underwater. Because I think it's safe to say I'd be pretty much dead by now. I did see an item up here. I might as well grab it. An earth plate. Okay, yep. That's fine. We're getting a whole bunch of these plates. They got all these texts on the wall. In fact, do these hallways lead anywhere? Wait, hang on a minute. Oh, I think I'm back out. How did I find my way back out? Interesting. Did I really go around in a gigantic circle? Huh, I must have done. Alright, fine. So, I guess it's just goes round in a big circle. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If there is something that's worth grabbing, or trying to find, then I will come back. Wait, hang on a minute, this is a different area. Huh. Okay. So I somehow ended up out of a different... I came out of a different entrance. Huh. Okay, fair enough. So there might be more to be found there, but honestly, I don't want to spend a huge amount of time just diving around all over the place. So I'm just going to quickly head back, and let's resume the adventure proper. Yeah, we're done with Undella Town, although actually, no we're not, because it's a new day, and I believe if we battle this kid again, we can get something new. Yeah, let's have another battle, kid. But still uses the same Buizel. Were you level 60 last time? I can't remember. But sorry to do this, kids, but unless you get more Pokemon or you make your Buizel stronger, you're not going to cause me that much trouble at all. Although that's an easy way to get a lot of money. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? How are you, trainer? I've been so dreadfully bored in my father's villa. May I join you? Sure. Okay. Fine. Alright. Another person to battle against. Okay. It looks like we're getting, more of the family, joining to, have a battle. Okay, well, that's totally fine by me. And thinking about it, that's something I think I vaguely remember. Like, when I first battled Draco, I was thinking, weren't there more family members to battle against, or was I thinking of something else? But by the looks of it, I was right, so maybe if we keep coming back, we'll get to battle against more family members. Let's see what happens. Well, that was nice and easy. A little bit more money. In my father's villa, I have too much time on my hands. Please come for a visit tomorrow too. I will have a battle with you. Okay, yeah, that's definitely confirmed it. So you just sat down on another chair. So that means... Looks like I might have to come back on a few more other days. And then we'll get even more family members coming in to want to have a battle against me until we get, like, the entire family around the table. Right, okay, so... Looks like that's something we're going to have to do. That's going to be a bit of a pain, though. Because I'm not going to remember to do that on every session. So I think what I might do, like, maybe in between recording sessions, like major recording sessions, I will come back to this house on separate days to have like, battles against the family members. So I'll probably record it, but I probably won't do like any kind of voiceovers. I'll probably just add it in post commentary. But that's something I'll probably do because I'm just curious to see just how much of this family will actually be able to battle against once we've come back for enough days to actually see the rest of the family. But one thing's for sure, it sounds like this could be a potentially good way to get a whole bunch of money. So. There's an idea, but that's definitely going to take some time. But I'm glad I came back anyway, because I had a feeling that there was meant to be more family members that were just going to, like, appear and have a battle against you, so that's good to know. Also, let me get the dowsing machine on, because we are about to head on out and check out a new route, including just this random area that has absolutely nothing here. Okay, fair enough. Just complete random base. Ooh, it looks like it's got a bit foggy around here. Ooh, there's a bit of shaking grass here. An Ordino? No. An Emolga. Right, okay, was not expecting an Emolga from that shaking grass. Alright, fine. Not really interested in battling you because you're not going to give a huge amount of experience. Okay, the item is not there. But might as well see what kind of Pokemon we can find here. Oh, just a wild Meanfu. L49 though, okay. I think you're only like one level away from actually evolving, so... Good place to catch wild Meanfu and then quickly evolve into Mean Xiao. If you haven't already got one. But it's a Pokemon we've already encountered. How about some new Pokemon? Golduck? No, we've already seen you before at Village Bridge, so... Nope. Although you would be fairly decent to battle against in terms of training up my Pokemon. I definitely want to try and train up my Pokemon to a decently high level. Oh well, that was actually a shaking grass. I was moving so fast, it must have just started shaking the moment I stepped on it. Okay, well, I'm definitely always up for having a battle against an Ordino, considering they give out generous amount of experience points. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually surprised. You actually survived that, Ordino. I mean, that's fine, I guess. I'll just finish it off with strength. And I'll get a juicy amount of experience points. Not too bad. Ah, a fisherman. Hello. Please don't be like that one guy on a previous route that just had a whole bunch of Magikarp. Okay, that's fine. Barboach. I'm totally fine with Barboach. Absolutely fine by me. We can easily take care of this Serperior. Ooh, Wishcash. Had a feeling you would also have the evolved form. Ha! You shuddered in anticipation. You should do, Wishcash. Just opened your big mouth there just as I hit you with a leaf blade. And off you go. Carvan, huh? Let's keep battling. I'm just going to use Giga Drain, because I'm going to assume you have, what's it called, rough skin or something? Not that it should do a huge amount of damage to me, but, you know. Let's just be a bit more cautious, and Corphish. Let's bring out Zebstriker. Let's train Zebstriker up a little bit. No problem whatsoever. Nice and easy. It's impressive that you have a super rod. Okay, probably you know, but I'll tell you how to use it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, well, I already know that. That was pretty much the exact same instructions that I think Looker told me. There it is, a Max Elixir. Who the heck stuffed a Max Elixir in, like, that bit of the rock of all places? Anyway, just a Basculin. We've already encountered you too many times. But hey, at least you're actually half decent for experience. At least you were when I was training my Pokémon. Before taking on the Elite Four. More Basculin. Level 32. Yeah, that's significantly lower, so not going to waste my time with you, I'm afraid. Just want to see if there's anything of interest here. There is a waterfall, right. Also, these wild Pokemon encounters are getting a little bit annoying, but I don't want to put on a Max Repel just yet. Just in case there's like a grass patch at the top of this waterfall. There isn't, it's just a Ultra Ball. Wait, is that literally all that's up here? Oh no, there isn't. Ah, wait, there is some grass. There's an item. A Reaper Cloth. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's just have a little run around, see if there's any new Pokemon that we may have missed. No, that's just another Golduck. Already seen you enough times, so don't need to worry about you. And you know what, seeing as I'm not really seeing anything new in terms of Pokemon, I'm just gonna put on the Max Repel, just have a quick bit of exploring up here. He goes, hey, you never know. Ooh, a shadow appeared. I'm going to assume it's a slightly alternative, like, variant of a Basculin, but let's have a look. Probably one with, like, a blue stripe or something. Yes, indeed. Level 56, though. Ooh, actually, hang on a minute. You might actually be worth battling. Just for the experience points. Doesn't feel as great these days. Oh, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Look who it is. Giallo. Greetings to you, strong Pokemon trainer who came to Dragon Spiral Tower. Are you not making friends with Reshiram? There is a saying. If somewhere in this world there is someone who understands you, it feels like that person is right beside you, even if you're as far apart as the end of the land and the top of the sky. As my Lord and his Pokemon understand one another, so too do you and your Pokemon understand one another. Which is my reason for giving you this. Ah, okay, I get TM08 Bulk Up, okay. The Legend of Unova is about Pokemon and people working together to build a new world. The message is that simple and that strong. If changing the world makes you a hero, anyone can be a hero. As each of us changes what is in our power to change, so the world itself changes. Regarding Team Plasma, I am the officer of the International Police and you must supply the information I request. Indeed, I shall. Team Plasma changed me, but it could not change the world. I'm looking forward to seeing how you lot will do. I beg you will accept my thanks. Now, yet this notwithstanding, there yet remains but 5 of the 7 sages still at large. What will they think of? What do they hope for? I am intensely interested to know this. To depart at once. Okay, there we go. Well, we somehow already stumbled upon one of the 7 sages, which is pretty cool. Although, I have to admit, I'm not gonna lie, I was half expecting to have a battle against them. But maybe we just gotta track them down, that's all. For some reason I thought we had to battle against them, but no, I guess not. So, instead, we're just gonna have a battle against this hiker instead. Not quite the battle I was hoping for, but you know what? I guess it will do. I guess you'll do, Jebediah. Ah, Hippopotas. Okay, good to see even more new Pokemon. Well, I say new Pokemon, again, new Pokemon at least in this particular adventure, because of course we've already seen Pokemon like this in previous games. Yep, no problem whatsoever for Superior. This Sandstorm though. Ooh, Piloswine. Okay, yes, we're definitely going to switch Pokemon. Let's switch to Mienshao. And just do a high jump kick. Perfect. And Sigilif level 64, good stuff. Ooh, Probopass. Let's keep battling. High jump kick again. Ah, no! Uh-oh. Okay, but that's fine. We're weak, so in that case, rather than risk using high jump kick, let's use reversal instead. Nice. Oh, but of course you got sturdy. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you almost survived, but I completely forgot about the sandstorm. Oh, you are such a jerk, Probopass. Okay, well, let's just bring a High Dragon. Yeah, just use Crunch, it doesn't matter. Screw you and your sturdy ability. Ah, but if only Mienshao did not miss that high jump kick, although, in fairness, I think that's only like the 2nd or 3rd time I definitely know of that that the attack missed. So, in fairness, high jump kick is still like a good move to have. It's certainly much better than the likes of Slam, that's for sure. Anyway, let's revive Mienshao. I'm not going to bother using a potion because if we encounter the right Pokemon, I'm just going to use Drain Punch instead. So let me get the dowsing machine on. Really, nothing. No hidden item? Okay, well let's just keep going around up here. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the entrance to, what's it called? That particular shrine? I wonder if it is. It is. Abundant Shrine. Ooh, okay. Let's see what's around here. Okay. We got ourselves an item. Flamethrower. Ooh, okay. That could be nice. I mean, obviously, not the strongest fire-type move, but a decent, like, middle-of-the-road kind of middle-of-the-road attack to teach if needed. It is the great Landorus that protects this land. With its help, we are assured of rich soil and a prosperous harvest. You should visit Great Landorus' little shrine and pay your respects. Okay, you know what? I think I might do that. Ooh, shaking grass. I think my repel's still active, but I'll totally have a battle against an Ordino. Just for the experience points, you know. That was some critical hit, that Superior. I'm not gonna lie, that was very much some critical hit. Ooh, we can have a battle against the people around here. Alright, let's compare. But then again, I have a feeling that it's gonna be me. You do have a lot of Pokemon though, Wes, I'll give you that. Oh. It's a Caterpie! But hey, at least it's a Pokemon that can actually attack, unlike Metapod. So I'll give you that, kid. Pineco, okay, looks like you're just going to send out a whole bunch of like bug-type Pokemon and similar Pokemon. Let's just bring out Sigilif. I'll have to use Fly because I don't have any other like bog standard flying type moves. Also, you actually survived that. Granted, you did actually use Iron Defense there, which definitely protected you quite a bit there. Oh, Explosion! Okay. Well, too bad for you, I decided to fly. So, not the greatest move ever, kid. Ooh. Scolipede. And unfortunately for you, I was in the middle of my fly attack, so yeah, you poisoned me, but I hardly gave you a chance in battle. Masquerain. I'm gonna switch Pokemon simply because Sigilif is poisoned, so I'm just gonna use Zep Striker. Use Intimidate. Okay, in that case then I'll just use Thunderbolt. And finally, Spinarak. I'm going to stick with Zep Striker despite the fact I did lose a little bit of my attack stat there, but I'm just going to use Flame Charge anyway. But still no problem for Zep Striker. Nice. Well, at least you had a decent variety of Pokemon there, kid. I scrape my legs a lot because I'm wearing shorts, but I'm fine. My Pokemon lick the scraped parts. Fair enough. Okay, let's do some healing. Where is my antidotes? I've still got 4 of them left. That's fine. Let's just use that for Sigilif. And no, I'm not going to heal. I'm not going to use any potions of that to heal. Dowsing machine. I think the max repel wore off. Ooh, Razor Fang. Or rather, I think the max repel is still active. Oh, and now it's over. That's fine. Now we can see what kind of Pokemon live around here. Okay, looks like the hidden item is actually in the water. Ooh, okay. Bronzong. Wasn't expecting you, to be honest. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting to find around here, but I wasn't really prepared for a Bronzong. That's just a Cottony. We've already seen you plenty of times before, so I am not interested in the very slightest. Yeah, by the looks of it, looks like the hidden item is in the water. Or to the side of the water. There it is, a balm mushroom. Okay. That's a new kind of mushroom. Might as well see what kind of water Pokemon live on around here, but yep, wouldn't surprise me if it was just yet more Basculin. I mean, level 47, that's pretty decent, but honestly, not too fussed about trying to catch you. Okay, there's an item there. I won't put on the max repel just yet, I just want to see what other Pokemon can be found around here. There it is, a tiny mushroom, and just some person staring at a wall. Hello? Hello? Eek! Hey, don't sneak up on me like that! But what are you doing just hiding in the at the end of the path like that? Lurleen. Huh. That's what Lurleen used to do before she became a country singer in The Simpsons. Wait, before or after? Probably before, thinking about it. This definitely looks like... This is definitely a much younger Lurleen, but then again, that also means that this game technically should have been released about... Ooh, how many years before that old episode of The Simpsons? That episode of The Simpsons... What was it? Where Homer... I can't remember the exact how the episode went. I think Homer just decided just to travel out of town after getting into, was it an argument or a disagreement with Marge, and Homer ended up going to this out of town like bar, and then they had like Lurleen Lumpkin, I think that was her name, performing on the stage there. Yeah, that was a really early episode. I think that was a season 3 episode. If so, that must be like, what was it? The very early 90s, that. So yeah, if that episode was from the early 90s, then technically this game should actually take place probably maybe in the... Well, definitely a significant amount of time before the 90s, which I severely doubt. So I'm thinking... Safe to say, maybe you're not the same Lurleen. I was writing this and that on the wall. Oh, I'll never show it to you because it's my secret. Oh, okay. I wonder what you were writing on the wall. Song lyrics? Who knows? But I'll help myself to a tiny mushroom. Oh. Oh, shaking grass. Ah, but of course a random Pokemon decided to spawn in. Ooh, Noctowl though. Okay. At least it's a new Pokemon. And once again, when I keep saying it's a new Pokemon, I mean in this actual adventure. And of course the shaking grass disappeared. And of course a Pokemon decided to show itself on the one lone grass patch on my way out of that little gap. And of course it's a Pokemon that we've already seen. And you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to run away from you because I literally don't care about you, Cottony. Right, we'll see if any more interesting Pokemon appear.